So thank you so much for coming back and watching. This is video number 2 in our coaching series about managing procrastination. I hope you enjoyed the first video and I hope you did the exercises. If you haven't watched the first video or if you haven't done the exercises, go back to the first video. You can find the link below this video. So we said procrastination kills dreams, so we need to learn how to manage procrastination. So in this video you're going to learn some strategies and tactics that are really powerful that I personally use daily almost. So let's get into it. First, a small framework that we use in smartphone coaching, which is the coaching system that I have developed, and it's about at any given time you can be in your past, present or future. And most people that have anxiety about your past, they are not in the now and they're worried about the future. But we want to get into a state where we're grateful for our past, we're happy in the now, and we're excited about the future. And procrastination is a big challenge for a lot of people, so we need to learn to deal with this, to be able to get into that, where we are grateful for our past, all the lessons. Even if you have a lot of tough times in your past, you need to be grateful for the lessons. And be happy in the now, that's getting into flow states, producing, mindfulness, being in the now. And then future, being excited about the future, design our own future with attractive goals and visions about the future. So that's one framework that we use in smartphone coaching system. So in the last video we talked about things that you don't want to do and you're not doing, and those of course you should try to systemize, outsource or delegate whenever it's possible. And then we talked about things that you want to do that you're not doing. And that's many times the things that you're procrastinating on. So you want to do them but you're not doing them. So I'll share a quick strategy that I have used that is really it's a little bit unique. And we call this strategy Saturday candy. In Sweden, where I'm from, we have something called Saturday candy that we use with our kids. When you go to the supermarket on a Monday with your kids and they're screaming for candy, you say, sorry, today is no candy because candy day is Saturday. So once a week the kids are allowed to eat candy, and the rest you can just postpone and procrastinate the candy eating to that day. And how can you use that in your own life? Well, something that for the last 6 months, something that we were not doing but we wanted to do was to cold call. And I'm talking about my event business and my team. So we need to cold call to get new business. And that's something that the whole team was procrastinating on, and me as well. So we decided to use the Saturday candy strategy. So instead of feeling a little bit bad every day and postponing it because it was emotionally heavy, we set 2 dates in a month where we would cold call. Those 2 dates we would meet and sit the whole day together and just cold call the whole day. So if I'm in the middle of the week and I get this negative, oh, I'm supposed to call this client, I just wrote it down on my calling list, and then okay, next week on the 26th we have the cold calling day, and that's when we're going to do it. So that's the thing. That's a really useful tool if you have things that you want to do but you're not doing and they're a little bit emotionally heavy. And you need to use accountability. So the way we did it, we set a date and we had everyone coming to the same place. And if I wouldn't come, they would call me, hey, where are you? Why are you late? Why are you not coming? So you use a little bit of accountability, push yourself. So think about that strategy and how you can apply that to your life and some of the things that you're procrastinating on. And another thing that we need to use, I want to ask you a quick question. Did you brush your teeth yesterday? Most probably you did. Was it difficult? No, because it's a habit. And we want to use habits. We want to turn things that we want to do but we're not doing, we want to turn them into habits. In the beginning, this is a little bit painful. It takes some time to build these successful habits. Exercising is a good example, or there's a lot of examples. But once you can switch around and it becomes a habit, it's the opposite. You're doing it by automatic. There's no effort at all involved. So think of some of the things that is on your want to do, but that you're not doing. Think of some of those and pick one and try to turn that into a habit. And you do that by focusing on one habit at a time, and try to do the habit daily for the next 14 to 21 days. And you need to use your willpower in the beginning. You need to use your mind to push yourself to make it happen. And Could be something like exercising in the morning or doing a meditations every day. And so in the beginning you need to use your willpower. And extra credit, I think you should use accountability as well. Find some friend that can push you, so you really push through. And once it's a habit, you will do it effortlessly. And that's the perfect scenario. If you have successful habits, then that will determine your future. So I'll give you 2 examples from my life. I mentioned, I think, briefly about mental training, which is something that I'm certified in. Mental training is a way to train your brain to be more sharp in the now and also to visualize goals in the future. And it's when you do the training, when you do the certification, you need to do a daily meditation for 6 months, actually, approximately, something like this. And when I started, it was very, very difficult for me to find the time and to do it. But to get certified, I had to do it. And I pushed myself. I used willpower and I used accountability to make it happen. And after a while, it's the opposite. Now that's a habit for me. So for the last 5 years, 95% of the days I've done a daily meditation, because it's like brushing my teeth. I just do it naturally. And that's ideally where you want to be as well with these things. Another example is one of the guys that I started to study when I looked at personal development is a guy called Brian Tracy. You may have heard of him. He's a sales coach and a success. He talks about personal development. And one of the principles he has is the university on wheels. That is to turn your car into a university, to always listen to audiobooks and inspiring stories. And so when I read this book, that was 15 years ago, and in the beginning it was quite, it was quite painful. It was a lot of effort. In my car, I wanted to listen to good music, and I couldn't focus really when they were talking about these things. But over the years, now it's the complete opposite. I love to put a nice audiobook on in my car, where I'm going for a walk. I have everything on my iPhone, so if I'm in the shopping mall and I'm walking around, I just love to listen to something, a story about learning, personal development, whatever. I listen to a lot of different gurus, success gurus. So that's something as well that I managed to turn into a habit. So think back to the list and try to pick one, and if you can share in the comments below which one you're going to share and try to make as a habit. This will add extra accountability, because then we can monitor and we can remind you, like, hey, did you do anything about this? So leave a comment below with what your thing that you're choosing to turn into a habit. And again, if you like these videos and if you know someone that is procrastinating, then send this video to at least 3 people and help them with their lives as well. So in the next video, I'm going to share you more strategies and tactics that help you to deal with your procrastination, more powerful tools. So look out for the next video. We'll come in a few days. Thank you so much for tuning in.